So I watched Disclosure Day. Keep watching to find out why I gave it just 2.5 stars. Directed by Steven Spielberg with a runtime of almost 3 hours, Disclosure Day is his newest film about aliens, government secrets, and what happens when people are forced to face the truth. And I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. This movie frustrated me because there are parts that I really liked. Spielberg still knows how to make a scene feel big. There are some really cool shots in this movie. The music is great, and there were definitely a few moments where I was totally in it and thinking to myself, wow, this is about to be amazing. The one thing that worked perfectly for me from beginning to end is Emily Blunt. She steals this movie. Every time she was on screen, I cared. She brings so much emotion and warmth to her character that I honestly think that if it weren't for her, the movie would not have worked. Not one weak scene, not one moment where I was not invested in what she was doing. Unfortunately, I can't say the same thing about the movie itself. My biggest issue with Disclosure Day is that it never fully commits to anything. It's not scary enough to be a thriller. It's not mysterious enough to really pull me into all this conspiracy stuff. It's not strange enough to be a sci-fi movie. And emotionally, outside of Emily Blunt, I never really connected to the characters like I wanted to. And at 2.5 hours, I kept waiting for it all to come together. It just never did. There were scenes that definitely felt longer than they needed to be. Characters would explain things that I already understood. Instead of building suspense, sometimes I felt like the movie stopped just to make sure I was following along. And maybe this might sound weird, but for a movie called Disclosure Day, I wanted a bit more disclosure. I don't need every answer. I actually enjoy movies that leave things up for interpretation. But I walked out feeling less curious and more unsatisfied. The movie kept teasing these huge ideas, but never went deep enough with them, which is frustrating because I think the ideas are interesting. The movie has things to say about truth, empathy, and how people react when everything they believe gets turned upside down. I just don't think the story was strong enough to pull it all together, and that's why I'm giving Disclosure Day 2.5 stars. I don't think it's a bad movie at all. There are good performances, some really strong scenes, and you can definitely see Spielberg's talent all over it. But with a director like Spielberg and a premise this interesting, I wanted to walk out amazed. Instead, I walked out thinking that was okay. And that was probably the most disappointing feeling of all.